Hey guys, hope you're well. It is now 2 weeks post-operation, and to be honest with you, it feels like a lot longer. It really does feel like 3 to 4 weeks. But just thought I would let you know what I've been up to since my video from last week. And to be honest with you, really not that much. I am still going out for walks as much as I can. I have been doing my pendulum exercises all this week religiously from in the morning, 8 minutes in the morning, 8 minutes in the evening, so 16 minutes a day. Really not that much time out of the day when you consider how much good it is going to do to the shoulder. So a couple of things that I have actually picked up on this week that I think would be some useful information for those that are about to have their shoulder surgery or may also be experiencing the same things having just had surgery themselves, is to do with the position that the sling actually puts your shoulder in when you're wearing it. You might see from my sling and also many other slings that the way that it's positioned, it does tend to internally rotate the shoulder slightly. My sling is a lot different from others in that it does have this big block in the middle here, which is supposed to externally rotate the shoulder. And even though it might be externally rotating my arm out slightly, it does bring the shoulder in like this. It's something that I've noticed. So the last kind of week or so, the more that my body has been getting used to it, and the more that I have been off, the longer that I've been off of the painkillers, I have noticed a lot of the aching in between my shoulder blades, where the sling is internally rotating the shoulder and pulling the shoulder blades apart into a position that they're not accustomed to. So I have started throughout this past week, when I've got the sling off, either before or after I do my pendulum exercises, is just spending 2 to 3 minutes to pull my shoulder blades back and kind of hold them there to work the rhomboids, the rear delts, lower traps, upper traps, just to pull those back so that come time that the sling is off, I'm not in this sort of hunched over, internally rotated position, because that's just going to do all kinds of bad things for my posture going forward. So that's definitely something that I would make you aware of. If you are about to have your surgery, do really focus on doing some shoulder blade exercises, because it's really going to benefit you in the long run. Another thing I've noticed is quite a bit of pain in my lower back, and that could be for 2 reasons. The first reason is because I'm not doing any sort of stretching at the moment. I gave it a go. It was really quite uncomfortable. So my hamstrings are quite tight at the moment. So obviously tight hamstrings can lead to having a tight lower back. Also, I've not been stretching my back either. I've been doing a lot of sitting. You know, I am going out and walking, but a lot of this process is rest, and I am doing a lot of sitting. So I do tend to find myself either leaning forward or kind of leaning back in this kind of, hunched over position. And this is also the position that I have to sleep in. So I am finding that my lower back is a bit tight and a bit achy there. So I am trying to make a conscious effort to, when I am stood up, just to really stand up and get that posture, just to try and help the lower back and also in between my shoulder blades as well. So that's definitely something else that you should look out for. In terms of my plans over the next couple of weeks, I am hopefully going to be seeing my surgeon some point next week. They did tell me that 2 weeks post-op I'd be having a meeting, but I've not had any confirmation of that yet. So hopefully next week I'll be meeting with my surgeon so he can give me more of an overview of what they actually did and what he wants me to do going forward. And that's definitely something I'll be sharing with you guys. But I was left some instructions post my operation, and they did say that after about 4 weeks post-op I can start doing some physio again, which I'm really looking forward to. So I'll be booking in some sessions with physiotherapists, and I can get all of those sessions recorded for you as well, so you can see what exercises and what work they're actually going to be doing with me. One thing I am going to start incorporating into my sort of rehab and exercise routine next week will be some assisted work on my left arm. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be using my right arm to assist movements with the left arm. So I'm not going to be doing any contraction whatsoever with the left arm at all. It's not going to be working whatsoever. My right arm is going to be doing all the work, but essentially all I'm going to be doing is, at the elbow, or maybe with holding a broomstick, just lifting the right arm up and letting the left one follow, just to get it back into that habit of going up and down, getting it used to doing that kind of work again. Because at the moment I've got no strength at all in my left arm, and it's something that you need to be aware of post-surgery, is that you are going to lose more or less all your strength. I have tried moving the arm in front to the side, and I really can't get that far, a couple of inches away from my body. That's how weak it is. I also have no strength in my bicep at all. When I was doing my elbow flexion exercises to stop the elbow stiffening up, I tried to tense my bicep muscle, and I got a really sharp, horrible pain in the shoulder because of where the bicep muscle inserts with your shoulder muscle. So they're both connected. So if I tense my bicep, it runs up into the shoulder, and because I've got no strength in the shoulder there, and the muscle has essentially been damaged from the surgery, I get a lot of pain there. So word of warning, if you do have surgery, stay off the bicep posing and the curls, because it's not going to do you any good. But that's about it, really, to be honest with you. Not much else to report. I'm kind of in that limbo stage now where I'm still supposed to be resting a lot, and I can't quite get to that next sort of routine exercise stage, which is a little bit frustrating, but I'm just kind of taking it day by day, week by week at the moment. So I'm going to catch up with you guys next week. I will be doing a few little videos here and there, which you can get on my Facebook page, but I'll be doing a complete rundown of what I've been doing next week for you, so make sure you look at that. And that's about it. Have a good one, guys. Bye.